President Sisi extends his New Year greetings and hopes for prosperity and progress in 2025. Egypt's foreign minister reaffirms full support for the Syrian people and their aspirations. Egypt reports a £92 billion decrease in the budget deficit, reaching 3.2% of the GDP. You're watching the latest updates from Egypt on Qnews. Let's move to the latest developments. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has extended his New Year greetings to the Egyptian people and the world, expressing hopes for prosperity, progress, and the fulfillment of aspirations in 2025. On his official Facebook account, the Egyptian leader wished for a year filled with peace, stability, and cooperation for the well-being of humanity. Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati has reaffirmed Cairo's full support for the Syrian people and their legitimate aspirations. In a call with Syria's Transitional Government's Foreign Minister Asad al-Shibani, Abdelati urged all Syrian factions to prioritize national interests, preserve stability, and protect Syria's institutions, resources, and territorial integrity. The Egyptian cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, has approved several key decisions for the new year. These include a roadmap to reduce methane emissions in the petroleum sector in partnership with the U.S. Trade and Development Agency. A Japanese grant worth 500 million yen was also approved to support agricultural mechanization and digital transformation. The cabinet endorsed a free trade agreement with Serbia and approved several land allocations for water treatment and infrastructure projects. Additionally, amendments to the public facility licensing law were confirmed, extending the adjustment period for business licenses until 2026. Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Sherif Fathi says Egypt's tourism sector reached a historical milestone in 2024 with over 15.7 million tourists visiting the country. In a New Year's message to ministry staff, he expressed appreciation for the contributions of both public and private sector workers in the tourism and antiquities sectors. For his part, a member of the Egyptian Federation of Tourist Chambers confirmed that this figure marks the highest number of tourists in Egypt's history. Additionally, tourism revenues for 2024 exceeded $15 billion, setting a new record for annual earnings. The Minister of Health, Dr. Khaled Abdel Ghaffar, has reaffirmed the government's commitment to protecting the rights of medical staff and ensuring their vital role in Egypt's healthcare system. Speaking at the Parliament's Health Affairs Committee, he assured that the government would not pass laws that negatively impact the medical team. He also emphasized that all proposed amendments to the medical responsibility law were put under careful review with legal experts to ensure their effectiveness. Moreover, the Minister of Health, Dr. Khaled Abdel Ghaffar, has also instructed the ministry to elevate preparedness around churches and places of worship for the upcoming Easter and Christmas celebrations. Emergency response teams will be on standby across the country, with the ministry's crisis and emergency room operating around the clock. The minister also ordered the Health Directorate to ensure the quality of healthcare services during the holiday period and reinforced coordination between emergency services, hospitals, and healthcare agencies for rapid response to emergencies. The Ministry of Health and Population is stepping up efforts to reform Egypt's primary healthcare system. Deputy Minister Dr. Amr Endil has confirmed the ministry's focus on accrediting medical facilities under the General Authority for Healthcare Accreditation and Regulation. The initiative aims to bolster public confidence in healthcare quality and aligns with Egypt's sustainable development goals. Dr. Rasha Khidr, who heads the healthcare sector, has revealed plans to accredit 147 primary care centers by mid-2025. She emphasized the ministry's commitment to enhancing service quality, supporting healthcare teams with training, and upgrading work environments to ensure institutional excellence across all facilities. Egypt's Minister of Health and Population, Dr. Khaled Abdel Ghaffar, has witnessed the signing of a cooperation protocol with the Egyptian Pediatric Association aiming to enhance child health services. Dr. Abdel Ghaffar emphasized the ministry's commitment to initiatives supporting children's health, aligning with sustainable development goals. He also stressed the importance of raising awareness on maternal and child health through simple scientific messages. Ministry spokesperson Dr. Abdel Ghaffar highlighted the role of child health in national progress and development. Egypt has signed a key agreement to boost its self-sufficiency in veterinary vaccines and expand its export potential. The collaboration between Egypt's Vaxera and Canada's Corvida aims to strengthen Egypt's role in regional and global health sectors. The deal, signed by Vaxera's Mahmoud Abbas and Corvida's Tariq Kamal, focuses on producing and distributing vaccines for poultry in Egypt. Health Ministry spokesperson Hossam Abdel Ghaffar emphasized the partnership's potential to enhance food security, improve health safety, and promote local manufacturing. This agreement marks a step towards achieving national vaccine production goals with long-term export plans in view. The Coordinations Committee of Parties' youth leaders and politicians has hosted Supply Minister Dr. Sharif Farouk to discuss food security and subsidy reform. The minister highlighted the ministry's focus on transitioning to cash subsidies, engaging with the National Dialogue Mechanism and Parliament for their input. He also outlined steps to secure essential goods, diversify import sources, and strengthen internal trade infrastructure through projects like modern storage facilities and trade zones. The minister also addressed initiatives such as single-day markets and collaborations with organizations like Haya Karima to provide affordable goods for underserved communities, ensuring food security, improving distribution, and fostering economic growth nationwide. Agricultural advisor to the Minister of Agriculture, Naim Salhi, has confirmed that Egypt has successfully exported wheat and corn seeds to several countries, indicating the country's surplus in these crops and the absence of any issues. He added that the ministry is focused on developing preparation and screening stations and expanding the production of certified seeds for strategic crops like wheat, corn, cotton, rice, and soybeans. Dr. Maserhi also emphasized the ministry's goal of cultivating 3 million acres with water-efficient practices, utilizing new agricultural technologies to improve soil fertility and irrigation systems. Furthermore, the ministry is expanding modern agriculture practices and mechanization. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli has chaired a meeting of Egypt's Economic Ministerial Group reviewing key economic files with senior officials including the Central Bank Governor, Finance Minister, and others. During his speech, the Egyptian Prime Minister said the government is focused on enhancing economic growth, attracting investments, and supporting macroeconomic stability. Dr. Madbouli praised the rise in remittances from Egyptians abroad, bolstered by flexible exchange rates and national initiatives. The meeting also discussed the latest developments in Egypt's economic reform program with the IMF, addressing inflation rates and tax reforms. Additionally, plans for boosting foreign direct investment, improving export performance, and streamlining customs procedures were highlighted. And Egypt's Ministry of Finance has reported a decrease in the overall budget deficit by 92 billion Egyptian pounds during the period from July to November 2024, reaching a 560.6 billion pounds, or 3.2% of the GDP. This marks a reduction from 652.6 billion pounds, or 4.6% of the GDP in the same period last year. The primary surplus surged to 170 billion pounds, a historical high, compared to 60.8 billion pounds in the previous year, 3 times the amount recorded in 2023. The rise in the primary surplus is attributed to a 38.4% increase in tax revenues, driven by economic recovery, foreign currency solutions, and tax system automation. The Egyptian exchange has rolled out significant initiatives in 2024, revolutionizing the trading landscape. The measures include launching a new trading system, advancing carbon market platforms, and introducing the EGX 33 Sharia Index. The exchange also welcomed 9 companies this year and revamped listing systems to boost liquidity. Efforts to promote financial literacy and strengthening Egypt's position in global indices continue, aligning with international standards. The reforms not only enhance market operations but also position Egypt as a leader in financial innovation. These developments mark a transformative year for the nation's capital market. Egypt has unveiled revised national investment data as part of efforts to improve transparency and economic planning. The Ministry of Planning has reported that private investment surged to 133.1 billion Egyptian pounds in the first quarter of the 2024-2025 fiscal year, up 30% from last year, making up 63.5% of total investments. Meanwhile, public investment dropped by 60.5%, recording 57 billion pounds compared to 144.4 billion a year earlier. Officials say these changes reflect structural reforms designed to encourage private sector growth and streamline public investment governance, positioning Egypt for sustainable economic development. Al Ahly football team departs to Algeria today ahead of their crucial CAF Champions League group stage match against CR Belouizdad on Friday. The Red Devils are aiming for a strong result to advance to the quarterfinals and defend their title, which they've won in the last 2 editions. They hope to secure their 13th continental star. The Egyptian squash team is wrapping up its final training session today in preparations for the British Junior Open Championship in Birmingham. The championship is set to take place from January the 2nd to the 6th, with the Egyptian squad including male and female players across various age categories. And that brings us to the end of our news bulletin, and here's what we have been covering. President Sisi extends his New Year greetings and hopes for prosperity and progress in 2025. Egypt's foreign minister reaffirms the full support for the Syrian people and their aspirations. Egypt reports a £92 billion decrease in the budget deficit, reaching a 3.2% of the GDP. And that's all for now. Remember to stay updated by the following Q News for the latest developments.